Alright, moving on to a couple different problems for week 8. 3 and 4 are very similar because if you look at the problems on 3 and 4, they're not in the form x equals some blah 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 or y equals something blah blah blah. They actually have a different setup. They have all the x's lined up, all the y's lined up, and equal signs lined up, and numbers without the variables lined up. So what we do here is we kind of compare our x's and our y's. And again, this problem is not in your homework. We compare our x's and our y's, and we look at them and say, okay, I have 5 and 6, those are not opposites, but I have 2 and -2, so those are opposites, and there's something that will happen very nicely when we do this. If we add up going down, so we add up our columns, I have 5x plus 6x, which makes 11x. I have 2y plus -2y, which makes 0, because 2 plus -2 is 0. They're opposites here. If I have, on this side, I bring the equal sign down. I have -8 plus 30, which is 22. Now the thing that happened here is the y's canceled out because you have 2 and -2. So the actual 0 means when you add 11x plus 0, it doesn't change anything, so you have 11x equals 22. There are no more y's left. So we divide by 11, and then we also end up with x being our number. Now, again, we have two variables in here. So we need to figure out how much x equals and how much y equals. Well, you take the number here and you go back to the beginning and you pick either equation, the top one or the bottom one, to plug in. And to me, nothing looks easier than the other, so I'm just going to take the top one. So I'm going to calculate y now. So I'm going to plug in, I'm going to use this equation. I'm going to plug in my 2. I'm going to do 5 times 2 plus 2y equals -8. Now the reason I plugged it in here for the x is because that's what I found to begin with. I found the 2 is for the x. So I plug it in here. I do my multiplying. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. 2y equals -18 by 2 divided 2. I know y now to be -9. They can be positives and negatives or a mixture of both. So in this problem, this means when x is 2, y is going to be -9. So here, I know both of my answers now to be for x and y is 2 and -9. Now this only happens though when they are lined up and you have opposites.